Hello friends, in this video we are going to make a simple navbar using React, and we have our about page, contact page and feature page, and we can also see our active pages. And for styling we will use style components, and we also use React Router DOM latest version, and it is fully responsive also. Let's check. If we click the menu button, it will open our menu, and if we select, it will automatically close and redirect to that page. Out, contact, features. It is fully responsive. So if you are ready, so let's get started. Okay, so here I created my React app using npx create React app, and here we have in public index.html file, and in source we have app.js and index.js. So in app.js only we have our component and a simple text here, web makers. And in index.js only we have this line of codes, and I also modified our index.html, which is this. So I already installed some dependencies, which is styled components and React Router DOM. So let's get started. First of all, we need to create our components folder. So let's come in source and create new folder components, and one folder also pages. So in component we will create our file, that is navbar.jsx. RAFCE. Now we will write here navbar. And let's create some pages also. Home.jsx, contact.jsx, about.jsx, and one more, that is feature.jsx. So for home.jsx we make our functional component and write here home, and for div we will write here container. He should be capital and define here. Okay, container const container equals to styled, which is imported from styled components dot div, and we will write here our width 100% and height will be 100 vh minus 60 pixel. 60 pixel because we have navbar which is of height 60 pixel, and display flags, align item center, and justify content will be center. So let's come in app.js, and instead of this we will write our page component, that is, home. And let's start our server. That is yarn start. It should be container. See, we have home here. So let's copy it and close this file and this also. Now in contact, we will paste here and make some changes like contact for about, and for features, let's change it to feature. Okay, now close them. So let's come in Navbar. Let's change it to container and right here Navbar. And now let's define our roots here. I will just copy and paste here. Import browser router routes links from React Router DOM. And we will write here browser router. And instead of switch, we will use routes as per our latest version of React Router DOM. And in routes, we have our root, which leads us to path, should be slash, and element, that is with this link which element or which components which we are going to see. We will see here home. Let's write home. Let's define some more. That is for about, contact, and feature. So let's import them. Feature. So now if we come here and write here about, it will be about page, contact, it will be contact page, and feature. It should be our feature page. So let's make it size bigger. So home, let's see, font size will be 8 VW. Let's copy and Paste it to the other pages also. Now let's check feature. Perfect. Let's close them all. See, and open our navbar. So for navbar, we will write here in app.js before the routes for navbar and import it from components navbar. And let's come and define container. Child.dev. Now if we come and see here, there is navbar here, and it should be on all the pages also. So let's come back to our home page and style our navbar. So let's give here some height, 60 pixels, and background color will be black. Yeah. So it gives us a space from top and left and right. So let's come to index.html file and define here our style. We should make a separate file, but we can use it here also, like margin 0, padding 0, and box sizing will be border box. And let me define font family also. Font family will be Roboto. That is. Let's save and check again. Now that's perfect. Let's close them. This also, and gives a color here. Now our navbar will be here. So basically we define the navbar in two parts. So for the nav links here, and our logo will be here. So for that we will define or separate them into two parts, that is left, that's right, left, and right, that's right. Check. We should define them. Let's see, left and right. So they are in not in the same line. So let's make a display flex and align item center. So for left, we will give flex 7. 7. Okay. And for right, we'll give here flex will be 3. So what does mean by that? So let me demonstrate you. Background color will be red and for right background color will be yellow. So we can clearly see that the left, which is having flag 7, it will take the 7 times as compared to x, or it will take 3x. Okay, so let's give some padding from left and right. So for left we will give padding left, it should be 20 pixel, and for right we will give padding right will be, let's say, 50 pixels. Okay, let's see here. Let me remove the background color. Now it looks perfect. So let's create our logo first. So we will write here logo and simply write logo, and let's define them. Const logo equals to styled dot h1. So but we want our logo, it should be here the end. Let's come in right and gives justify content flex and okay. Okay, we should to make it display flags. Perfect. So let's define our nav links here. So we will first have to write here a container for our links, that is nav bar container, and inside it we will define our nav bars links. Nav bar link for home, we will give here our path to forward slash, and let's copy. Okay, it is for about, contact, and we have to define our nav bar and nav link. So let's come here and we will write here const nav bar container style dot div, and nav bar link. Instead of div we will write here our nav link, and we have to import our nav link. So import nav link from react autodome. Okay, so there should be not dot, Now run again and check. So here we have our home, about, contact and features. So let's style them. So let's make font size should be large and text decoration done. Here, and color will be white. Perfect. And we will give some margin or padding. So margin will be 10 pixels from both sides, and padding 0 from top and bottom, and 10 pixel from left and right. Perfect. So let's check about contact, features, home. What if we want to highlight them, that we are on which page? So it is very simple in styled components using Navlink. So we should write here ampersand and active. So let's write background color will be white, and color will be black. So now let's check them. So about, perfect. So now let's check its responsiveness. So I will press Ctrl Shift I or right click and inspect, and we will see here our width here. Okay, so it is not responsive for mobile views. So let's make it responsive. So for it, now let's make a button. We will make it here. So we will write here menu button, and we will simply paste here menu open. So let's define menu open. So about the return, we will write here our hook, that is const menu open, that menu open use state, and by default it will be false. And don't forget to import from React. And define our menu button. Let's give some width, will be 40 pixel, height will be 50 pixels. Yes, we're gonna see them here. So let's make border none, and background, and, and give also some font size. So font size, let's say 40 pixel. Now let's check. We have to give it a color also. There, but it is not in the same line, so let's make it. But first we will add here our on click function. So on click, handle click. So let's define handle click. So here const handle click or arrow function. So for set menu open, it will take our current state and changes to not current state. So let's check. So take it will take the click event and according to menu open true or false, it will change its icon. Perfect. So we will not need to see them here. So we will come to menu button and write here our media query. At the rate media screen and max. It should be display none. It should be min. So we make it smaller. We will see it here. So let's hide them here. We will come in navbar link and apply here media query. So for max width 700 pixel, display should be none. Perfect. So if we click the menu icon or menu button, we should need to open our Navlinks here. So let's make them. So let's come here and after the nav container, or let's make it here. So we will write navbar extend container. And we will define here our links. So we will right here menu open and paste it here. So it will work accordingly to menu open. Okay, we should define them. Here, so const navbar what was the name? Time styled Navlink. So let's copy from here and paste it to it. So let's style them. Let's come to our nav extended container, flex direction, column. Okay, okay. So let make the size bigger. Okay, so we can give here margin bottom also. Margin bottom 20 pixels. Let's check. It looks perfect. And for nav, for the main container, we will give border bottom 1 pixel solid white. So now let's check. Okay, it looks perfect now. So what if we have to click it? Okay, we have to close this menu. So we will give here a on click event, that is on click. It should also go to handle click. Let's copy and paste it here and here and here. Okay, now check home. It will automatically close and we are switching to our page. Let's check. Okay, let's check. home, about, contact, features.